Lock-in Photometry is a tool similar to emission microscopy and photon emission microscopy and is used to detect and locate faults on semiconductor devices by detecting emitted photons in the short-wave infrared region of the electromagnetic spectrum. Using the SWIR camera with the Univid Video Microscope, we can conduct lock-in photometry. For this setup, push the Univid Mirror Optical Block into the in position so that the optical path is straight down. Pull the Univid Beam Splitter Optical Block into the out position so that the beam splitter can redirect the lighting for inline lighting. Let's set up a lock-in photometry test in Thermalyze. First, choose the license file for the SWIR camera. Set the GeniCam interface to USB. Select the SWIR camera to connect. Adjust the stages and the light aperture until the device is in focus and not saturated. To open the Lock-in Photometry window, click the Lock-in Photometry item under the Testing menu or press the Atom item in the Testing section of the Shortcuts toolbar. First, capture the reference image for the overlay. Set the frame rate to 50 Hz. Capture a couple hundred images in the overlay section for a nice averaged image. Check the Show box to review your image. To adjust test parameters for the lock-in photometry test, open the Test Setup window. Click Setup, Test Setup, or press the Settings item on the top toolbar. Enter the duration to run the test, or check the Continuous text box to continue the test until the Off button is pressed. Choose whether this test will use the optical shutter or device bias. Choose whether this test will use the on-off 50% duty cycle or the pulse. If pulse, enter the pulse length. Determine if the test should automatically save to file at defined intervals while the test continues to run. This test will use the Univid shutter for the output control. To ensure instrument control is disabled, click Setup Instrument Control or select the Instrument Control item in the Lock-in Photometry toolbar. Uncheck the Enable Instrument box. To set up the relay, click Setup, Relay Setup, or click the On-Off item in the Lock-in Photometry toolbar. Choose the relay device from the dropdown. Optotherm's relay device is a USB SSR2 solid-state 2-channel relay. Choose the correct COM port for the relay and click Open Connection. Test the connection by clicking the Status checkbox. Choose the exposure time. Push the beam splitter optical block into the in position to remove the lighting from the optical path. Before starting your test, make sure Auto Scale Each is checked. To start the test, click the On button in the testing section of the Lock-in Photometry window. Turn off the test when photon emissions are visible. Checking the noise reduction box is advised for a clearer image. Use the Lock-in Photometry overlay tool to merge the results with comparison image to more easily locate emission sites. Check the Show box in the overlay section and adjust the range until the location of the emission sites is clear. To increase the image size, click Setup, Large Image Size, or click the Large Image Size item in the Lock-in Photometry toolbar. The unit of the Lock-in Photometry color palette is the intensity of the subtracted differential image between the active and reference images. The test data is saved in a binary file with a .olip extension. The following data is saved: the date and time when the file was saved, camera specification, image size and resolution, camera exposure time, the number of overlay images added, the number of active images added, the number of reference images added, the sum of overlay, active, and reference images added. All settings accessible in the Lock-in Photometry test setup, lock-in overlay palette, instrument control, instrument settings, IV curve, and relay setup for Lock-in Photometry windows. Click the link in the description for more information on this topic.